Hi, YouTubers. I am entering Miss Janie's contest. I figure, hey, people are entering mine. I'm going to throw my hat in and try and get to win hers. So the first question is, what made you decide to change your life, go on a diet, or have weight loss surgery? What was your catalyst? Um, it basically was, the decision came about probably, and I had explained this, I think, in my first video, that I was in the Bed Bath & Beyond, and I stepped on a scale and I saw a number that was so large that I had never seen before, never imagined that I would see before. And it really got me to thinking, how has my weight changed my life? And there were things that I used to do that I don't now. And there's some alterations that I had made to accommodate my weight, and I didn't like it. So that pretty much was my catalyst. And um, I saw my family physician not long after, and I talked to her and I said, look, I think that I want a referral for this. And she agreed with me, and that's when it really started. The second time, when was the last time you felt truly alive, if ever, and what were you doing at the time? Um, I feel alive every day. I mean, there are people that say, oh, I really wasn't living. And, um, I have challenges in everyday life that have nothing to do with my weight. I enjoy my life. I have a wonderful boyfriend. I have a great job. Um, I'm pursuing my dream to become a doctor. So I have, you know, there's nothing that really makes me not feel alive. And, just because someone's big doesn't mean that they don't feel alive. Um, so that question really kind of doesn't pertain to me. The third question is, do you set goals for yourself or just live by the seat of your pants, and why? I am a goal setter. I am a behaviorist, so I am all about setting a goal, setting realistic goals, and making sure that I can break them down into steps and that I can accomplish them and be able to um, realistically meet what I want to do. If my goals need to be altered, then they need to be altered. I am not one of those people that live by the seat of my pants at all. My mom is kind of like that. She is one of those, we'll get to that bridge when we come to it people. And I'm one of those people, like, I want to know where the bridge is. I want to know what the bridge goes over. I want to know what's on the other side of the bridge. What happens if that bridge is out? I want an alternate plan. I'm not a live by the seat of your pants kind of person at all. What is your best, I'm sorry, what is living your best life fantasy? Um, Basically, I want to be able to do the things that I was able to previously do when I was at a lower weight. I want to be able to not think twice about sitting in a booth, not think twice about doing anything. And that's my living best life. I want to be able to do everything that a normal person does and not have to think, am I going to fit here? Or is that going to be too tight? Am I going to be uncomfortable? Are people going to look at me? I don't want any of that. And that's my living my best life. Uh, what song describes you best right now? Um, there are so many different songs that I like, but there's one by, I think it's Micah or Mika, and it's called Big Girl, You Are Beautiful. And I try to listen to that song at least once a day because even though I'm big, I want to always have a good self esteem. Um, and I want to always know that no matter what size I am, I'm beautiful. So I love that song, and that's just, that's the way I feel. What inspires you to be the best you? I inspire myself, basically, and I don't want to sound conceited or anything like that, but I'm doing this for me. I live my life for me. I make the decisions for me, and the consequences that I make are all on me. Um, I don't do things for children. I don't do things for my parents. I don't do things for my boyfriend. I do things for me, and I inspire myself because I have to live with me every single day, every moment of every day. And I think that if you put your worth or who you inspires you or inspires you to be the best you on someone else, then you're letting yourself down. Um, why did you begin to YouTube and how long do you plan to participate? Well, before I made my first video, the reason I did YouTube was to actually just research things, see, I was wavering between lap band and gastric bypass and the vertical sleeve and all these different kinds of things. I just wanted as much information as possible. And I have also felt that you can get information from your surgeon, but you get so much more rich information from people who've actually gone through it. Um, I didn't actually make my first video until Danielle Deja Jam had done a contest, um, and that was my first video. I plan on doing YouTube. I mean, I don't have a set date. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I met my goal weight, so I'm done. Um, so I hope to keep doing it as long as I am supportive to other people and people are supportive of me. How do you view your role in a group setting? Are you a leader, an encourager, a motivator, a hater, or invisible, and why? In group settings, I tend to be adaptable. Sometimes I'm a leader, sometimes a motivator, sometimes I'm encourageable. And I think that is more from my profession as a counselor than anything else. If I see someone is the clear leader or someone has more of a type A personality that they need to be the leader, I let them lead. I don't care. Yeah, I'm pretty easygoing. If I see someone needs some encouragement, I'll motivate them and do a little behind the scenes thing. If I need to be the leader, I will be the leader. So it just really depends on what the setting is. I'm more adaptable than anything. If I had to, choose a role that I would prefer to have, I tend to be a little more like a leader motivator, but it doesn't have to be. So, how long have you been wanting to change your life? I mean, my life has always kind of been in flux, I guess, where, I grew up very poor and came from a household that wasn't very stable. There was some abuse issues. So I was in a state of chaos there. So of course I wanted to change my life then. And then when I went to college, I was like, well, I want to change my life and become what I want to become. And then I kept going and getting better jobs and furthering my career and furthering my profession and going to school and doing everything. So, I mean, everything about me is still in a state of change. And I really, truly believe that when we stop changing, when we stop bettering ourselves, that's when we should worry. So I'm always wanting to change something. I mean, that's not my core personality, but I want to gain more skills. I want to gain more knowledge. I want to be more healthy. I want to enrich my life more. I want to, maybe change some attitudes or prejudice I may have. I don't know, but I'm always in a flux of change, and I think it's a good thing, not necessarily something that um, should be seen as having a beginning and an end. I think we all need to change and go with flow and enrich our lives and better ourselves every day of our lives. Um, do you think that this time you will succeed, and do you have a plan for success? Absolutely. Of course, every time I tried to lose weight, I thought I would succeed. However, um, this is a huge step and it's a huge tool, and it's going to do a lot of different things for me. First of all, there's a thing called incompatible behavior, which means that I won't be able to eat as much. It will be physically impossible to do so. And that is one thing that will teach me to stop, because I literally will not be able to continue to eat. And that's incompatible behavior. And another thing is, I really hope I get sick from if I make a poor choice. And that's called taste aversion. And taste aversion is when it's with classical conditioning. It's when you taste something that is bad or makes you sick, and then you tend not to want that anymore because of that, you know, sickness or bad taste. I want that. I want taste aversion. I want incompatible behavior. And I think with those things, it's not a matter of me just putting the cookie down. It's a matter of me looking at the cookie and going, "Ugh, I don't want that because it made me sick." Also, I know it's a tool. I think with that, it'll jumpstart me. Once I see that, once the weight starts coming off, and I'll be able to do things and go on the treadmill for more than, 15, 20 minutes at a time and, feel more comfortable. I think it will jumpstart everything. I absolutely think I'm going to be a success. Absolutely. Um, a plan for that success? I'm going to follow those doctor's orders to the letter. And that is my plan for success. I am going to, if I need to do something, I'm going to do it. If I fall a little behind, I'm not going to beat myself up. So that's my plan. Okay, and oh, that's the last question. So thank you, Miss Janie, and anybody can go pop over to my contest too, and I look forward to reading everyone else's responses